Hi, you guys. What's up? What's up? This is your girl, Qadriyyah Marie. I'm back in my office doing my Scholar Talks every Monday at 7:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Holla! I don't know how I have any energy right now because today I actually started my first day at a new job, which is why I posed the question, what's up? What's up? Thank you guys for joining. Excuse me. This is why I posed the question, what advice do you have for anyone who is starting their first day at a new job, a new school, a new business, a new whatever? Do you guys have any advice for someone for their first day, whatever it is that they're just starting their very first day? So I just wanted to come on, tonight. I am pretty exhausted. I've been up since 5:25 a.m. So I've been up a while. I got up because I just started, getting more into stretching and exercising in the morning before I actually get ready, for my day, whether I'm going to work or I'm just going out, messing out in the street. What's up? Thank you guys for joining. As I was just saying, I just started my first day at a new job. I'm surprised I ain't got all them bags and whatnot, like an old lady up under my eyes, y'all. So I'm pretty tired. Like I said, I got up this morning. I did some stretching and things, so I got up maybe 15 minutes or so earlier than I would normally. But then when I started driving home, I was on, the Garden State Parkway coming back. And now, I'm starting to feel it. I started to feel it when I was driving, and now it's really starting, to hit me, from working, all day. Especially, whenever you start a new job, it's just like, it's a bit overwhelming, which is why I asked you guys, do you have any advice for someone? Because the first day, it's just like a new job. I'm sitting there, everybody, was friendly, helping me and everything. So I'm very thankful, for that. But I'm sitting there trying to learn, all these people's names, and then I'm trying to learn, who does, what job, and just their extensions. And y'all know how it is. The first day at work at a new job, there's just so much, and everybody's asking me, oh, what's your name and everything, and I'm debating, should I tell everybody Qadriyyah, or should I just abbreviate it to Qua? And people say when you're like in a professional setting, it's always good to, introduce yourself with your full name first. So that's what I did. I was doing both. I was like, it's Qadriyyah, but you can say Qua if you like. So I was doing that. So now everybody, after, the first day, they're all trying to, see how, to go about, with me, if they're going to go by Qua or Qadriyyah. And I told people, I said, whatever you want to call me, I know it's me. Even if you want to call me Marie, I'll be okay with that. I know it's me. So I feel very blessed that I was given, the opportunity to start a new job. I have some more hustles, of course, on the way. I just haven't announced it. I always have, a lot going on, and I try not to do too much because I caught myself last year trying to do 5 or 6 different things. And it's, it's natural for me to not want to stick with one thing because I feel like I don't like to be limited. But I was doing a little bit too much. And sometimes you try to be the Jane, of all trades or jack of all trades. Things just don't fall into place because you're here and there. You're trying to do all these different things. So right now I'm trying to focus maybe just on, 2 or 3 things. And I'm pretty sure things will, come together a lot better. What's up, TK? Thank you guys for coming on tonight. Like I said, just give any advice you have for anybody who's starting their first day. I just wanted to discuss that tonight because I just started my first day at a new job. TK says the best way to get through is to pretend that you've been there already. Don't sweat the small stuff. Yes, that is definitely good advice. Shout out to Takia Diamond. This girl is a motivational speaker, author. She be hosting these great events and just so many different things that she has going on. So please check out her page while you guys have a chance. Just click on her name, y'all. Thank you guys again for joining. Just any advice that you guys have. I mean, one thing I would just say, along with, what Takia was saying, pretend that you already been there. She said, don't sweat the small stuff. Don't stress yourself out. I mean, that's something that you can carry no matter what day, it is at your new job or your new place or, a new business that you're starting. Don't stress yourself out. The first day, can be a lot. no matter what it is that you're doing, because, you know, you may not know anybody. This is the first time people are seeing you. You have to learn. And sometimes learning is a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing to have to learn so much. You know, there's a lot of training. I know at my job, you're welcome. Thank you. At my job now, I have so much to train, but people have been telling me, oh, you're doing actually pretty well for your first day. So that was a confidence boost to the fact that other people, you know, said I was doing well. And I'm sitting there like, all right, I guess so. I'm sitting there like, if only I can remember this person here, you know. So it does takes a lot of, you know, adjustment. Don't beat yourself up. A lot of people do that when they first do something the first day, and they're so stressed out and they're expecting to be perfect. You're not ever going to be perfect, first of all, but especially not on, you know, the first day of something that you're starting, because it's the first day. You're just starting at the beginning, so you have to learn just like, you know, everybody else has to learn. And that's true, you know, especially, you know, a new job and a new business. I know as far as being an entrepreneur, it's very overwhelming. The first day you announce that you're starting this new company, or the first day where you're opening doors, whether it's a soft opening or hard opening, and it can be a lot because you're worried. You're thinking about, okay, what are people going to think? And that's the biggest thing. You're worrying about how, you know, people are going to look at you. Are people going to actually see you as someone that's viable to actually pay attention to? So you're going to be worrying yourself, and people do that all the time. We worry. What's up, MJ? What's up? So we're just on here tonight discussing, you know, advice that you may have for someone, you know, for their first day of, you know, their new journey. Because I consider, you know, your first day in business and school and work, all those things are, you know, brand new journeys in your life, because you really don't know where things are going to head. And that's actually one thing I do love. You know, the first day, there's like the possibility is there. And I love the idea of having, you know, limitless possibilities. Thank you guys again for coming on tonight. I'm looking a little tired out because I started my first day at a new job, and I was up over, I don't even know how many hours is this, 12, 13, 14 hours. I feel like I was up longer than that because I woke up in the middle of the night too, and then I went back to sleep. But then my cat is back in heat, so she was hollering, you know, throughout the night and stuff. So I'm gonna get her behind. But, you know, I'm a little tired out, but, you know, I want to keep up, you know, doing my Scholar Talks and things. So I said this will be a good topic tonight. We'll be discussing. You guys have any firsts coming up? And I have another first coming up the first week of April. So, you know, like I said, I'm always hustling, trying to find ways to make money. Of course, if you guys have any ideas, you know, to share with me and with all my, you know, listeners and viewers about how, you know, to hustle and make money, I would gladly allow you, you know, to share, because that's very important. I always tell people you can't rely just on, you know, one income stream, which is why you have a lot of firsts going on, because now people, you know, they have, you know, their day jobs, but now they're also for the first time is venturing into entrepreneurship. So now people are getting into, you know, network marketing and credit repair, and they're doing life insurance, and they're doing traveling, and they're selling jewelry, and they're creating fashion lines. Some people are out actually developing apps now. So everybody's doing this new first thing. So Takia says, create how you want them to see you. Worry brings war. Start looking at things around the company and think about how you can add value. Yes, that's very important. Letting people know what you can bring to the company, you know, as well. So it's not just about you coming to work and working just for money, a paycheck. Show them what you can actually add to the company. So I just had to throw that in. But she says, keep it in. Let me see what she got. She says, keep it in the back of your mind, and the opportunity will show right up for you to share. And then you'll be the company superstar. LOL. Yes, Ella. That's Scholar girl coming out of Takia tonight. But that's very true. You definitely have to, you know, let them know who you are. You have to show who you are, and that's what I plan to do, you know, whether I stay with this company or not, because it's just my first day. So even I have to decide, do I want to stay? But, you know, as of right now, you know, it is what it is. So whatever, you know, wherever you know you're working, you always have to put your best foot forward. You know, even if you know that you may be leaving, you still are supposed to give, you know, 100%. Thank you, Brian. Brian said you're almost as sexy as me. Almost, boy, bye. What's up, Amir? What's up? Thank you for joining. If you have any advice you can give somebody on their first day, let me turn this back on here. My computer. This is my little light in the background I got. So just share any advice that you may, have experienced, anything that you wish somebody, would have, told you, when you were going into your first day. And I think it's just important, to stay, positive. As Takia was saying, bring something to the company. Know that you're worthy. Know that you are valuable to the company. I mean, if you went on an interview and, these people, liked you enough to actually bring you in, obviously you have something that maybe someone else didn't have, or maybe that person didn't particularly fit in that role that they were looking for, at the time, at that job. And, you were the blessed one, to get in. What's up, Brian? So you have to think about that too. There was a reason you were chosen, as there was reasons why, other jobs that you may have applied for or interviewed for, that you didn't get. So don't feel upset about those either. A lot of times people want to focus on what they didn't get. And maybe there were reasons why, those doors were closed. Maybe it was because, God, whoever, you believe in, knew that this next opportunity was just around the corner. So sometimes you got to, just keep pushing, be persistent, and, be open-minded, and don't fret, don't worry yourself so much if something doesn't come, right away. Patience really is a virtue. It's really something that we all have to, including myself, have to, work on. Being okay that things may not come, right, at the exact moments and things that we want them to come, and they may not even come in the form that, we're expecting them to come. Brian says, keep your mind right, ask questions. Yes, that is very important. And they even encourage you, when you go into a new company, even, during the interview, they encourage you, what questions do you have? You are supposed to ask questions because that shows that, I'm just looking at my cat walking by, that shows that you have interest in the company. And of course, employers love that. They love being able to see that you are, interested in actually working at the company, that it's not just about, a paycheck. Even if it is, you have to at least show that you care something, you care a little bit. The kid says, if anyone's interested in making passive income or looking for other ways to increase their bank account balances, yes, I have a new book out called, let me read it here. I want to make sure I get all of it. Her new book is called From Poverty to Profit. Takia Diamond is excellent. Yes, I must vouch for her as well. She says it will help you remove your money blocks. It will show you your money blueprint. And there are about 20 ways in the book and more things such as how to save, get out of debt, etc. And then she has the link below so you guys can check it out, poverty-to-profit.org. So please, you guys, go back. When you're watching video, or even now, you can go online and check that out. She says, learn and leave. It's all good. It's all about increasing your skills to increase your value in the market so that you can make more money. Cha-ching. Yes. Brian says, no doubt. This is definitely, the truth. You definitely have to increase your skills. And where I'm working at, I'm actually kind of doing a mix of two positions. And I actually had somebody today, an older employer that's been there around 15 years or so, a salesperson. He was telling me, okay, you're doing both positions, back and forth doing different things. So he was even telling me that that's going to help me, in my journey, because I have increased skills, because I was doing something else before, and I'm kind of venturing into sort of halfway, half my job is doing something that I haven't really done before. And he was telling me that that's going to increase my skills as well. So I said, yeah, of course, I'm always open to adding more to my resume, because sometimes you can surprise yourself. You can think like, okay, this is something new, and you can go in thinking that you're not going to do well at it. You can go in thinking like, damn, this is brand new. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to be successful at it. I'm going to always be asking all these questions and never getting it right. But you can't be thinking like that. You think, okay, this is something new I'm learning, and I need to embrace it. I need to be happy that I have people here who are willing to help me, answer questions for me. Things, look at, like we were saying earlier, asking questions is a good thing. Don't think that, any question, as they say, is stupid, because the one question you're thinking might be something that you really needed, to ask, because if you didn't ask, it could affect, what you're doing at work. So that one little question, can make, a big difference. Brian says, keep an open mind. Yes. Takia says you get paid the market value for the skills you have. Yes, I believe that to be very true. So it's always important to try to increase your work skills. You know, if you're at a job and you see that things need to be done and nobody's doing it, I don't think it hurts for you to necessarily be like, you know, you guys need, you know, extra help. I mean, if you've already, you know, done your work and you're just sitting there, why not just say, well, let me help out? Now, don't let people, you know, take advantage of you now, because that will happen too, where people, you know, see you off for one time and then they're just like, I got you now. I can get your ass to work every day. So don't let people take advantage of you either. But I'm just saying, if you're available and you have some extra free time while, you know, you're at work, it does help to be like, okay, you know, maybe I can help this next person out. Somebody, you know, you see that they're, you know, overloaded, they have a lot of work to do. It doesn't necessarily hurt to be like, let me help this person, because not only are you helping them, you're increasing your skills, because now you can write down, oh yeah, I did this here. Even if you only did this shit for one day, you can say that you did it. So that's the important thing. So I learned to do that too. MJ says, in my experience, the first day turns out to be the easiest because they know you have to be trained. Yes, ask lots of questions. I have always spent the first day reading and learning about the company and the job you were hired for. Yes, yes, MJ knows what she is talking about. And again, like we all said, you know, ask questions. People are afraid to ask questions because they don't like to feel like they don't know what they're doing, even though everybody there knows that you don't know what you're doing because it's your first day. Even if you have experience in something, it still pays to ask questions because you've never worked at this particular company before. So it's always important to actually, you know, speak up, open your mouth up, literally, you know, open your mouth up and ask questions, because they're expecting you to ask questions. If you're never asking questions, you can come across as though you're, you know, a Mr. or Mrs. Know-it-all, and people know that you don't know what you're talking about. So it's definitely pays, you know, to ask questions. And like she said, learn about the company. The company I'm at today, you know, before I went to interview, you know, I had already, you know, researched the company and went on the website and all that. So I think it's natural too, when you're working at a new place, to develop, you know, more questions while you're there, because naturally you're always going to be sitting there with like, okay, I read about the company, but now you're there in the environment. Now you're learning more, and now you're questioning more. Okay, so what does this person really do? So now you're really, you know, getting more into it, you know, and that's over time. You know, as you work, you know, at a company, over time you start figuring out things, and you start, you know, inquiring about who really does what, and what, you know, the company really represents, you know, what charities, all those different things that the company is involved in. Takia says, in advance, set your boundaries as to what you will and won't participate in. That way you practice saying no or yes. Yes, yes, that's very true. But I still think it's, you know, always a positive thing to do, to, you know, offer, you know, a helping hand, especially at first when you're brand new, because you do want people to feel like, you know, you are, you know, a welcoming spirit. Someone told me today, she's like, oh, you're very personable. I said, thank you. That made me, you know, feel really good to know that people feel like they can come to me. You don't want to be, you know, standoffish and, like I said, or Mr. or Mrs. Know-it-all, like somebody who just knows everything, and everybody that knows you don't know nothing yet. So you do want to still be, you know, open-minded and like and just be, you know, courteous and thoughtful of those, you know, around you. So thank you, Brian. Yes, that's right, TK. povertytoprofit.org. Thank you guys for coming on tonight. You guys can feel free again to share whatever advice, I gotta turn this off here, whatever advice you guys may have for somebody on their first day. Takia says, yes, offer, but if you feel taken advantage of, don't be scared. You know, yeah, you're right. Tonight isn't good for me. Yeah, I agree. She says, make them respect your momentum. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But you know how it is when you first get, you know, on a job, you're trying to at least, you know, show that you're a part, you know, of the company. But like we were both saying, don't let them, you know, take advantage of you, but do let people know that, you know, if you're available and they see, you know, that, you know, you're available and then you come to them, that it's okay, you know, to help out. But again, don't let them be making you do their job, because you already probably got 3 jobs and you're only getting paid for 1. So what's up, Davon? What's up, boy? Thank you for joining. What's up, Ma? Danita Shook Brown is on here, so let me try to behave myself. No, she already know I ain't right, so Yes, Brian, that's right. No, it's okay. People always trying to mess with me and all that. So my mom on here included as well. But I'm just feeling, good. Like I said, I'm a little tired, tired out from, all day working. But I am, blessed and grateful to even be, to be working, full time. So it's definitely a positive thing. But of course, in my case, like it is for a lot of people, we have to work full time and then come home and work on our other side hustle. So to me, I almost look at every day as a new day, as the first day, especially Mondays, because it's the beginning of the work week. So technically you're in a fresh start every week if you want to at least see it that way. If you don't want to think as every day as a fresh start, at least think of Monday as the start to, a fresh week. Just leave all that mess in the past, whatever happened Saturday night, Sunday night, leave all that, because you are here in a fresh week. It's time for you to start whatever it is that you got down to start. I be telling people, okay, it's getting hot now, so you really don't have an excuse to just be not doing anything, just be home. Like it's the spring weather is coming out now. This should actually enlighten and push you to do more. Now the sun is out. I know in the wintertime everybody's all dreary and this winter is getting to me, it's cold out, all these excuses and things. But now you really don't have an excuse. Now you have warm weather, there's events, there's so many different things that's going to be happening starting, now, into April, May, June, and of course, through the summer. So there's a lot going on. I have some other things, like I said, planned as well. I might even throw my own event. So I will announce that once I actually get it, together, what I want to do. Yes, the kids, to let people know what you do and that you can help, because they will notice your efforts. Yes, I agree with that as well. And like I said, just, when it's a new day, just write down, this is very important. Write down your goals. It really is important to write down, whether it's, something for work or this is just something, within your personal life. Always write down your goals. This is not my goals here. This is just me saying. Just write down, different things that you have to, work on. This is one of my poems or something I was writing last year. But you just got to write things down, your daily goals, of course, weekly, monthly, and of course, yearly, goals. It really does pay to actually sit down, and these are some of my show ideas, actually. So it pays to write things, down on paper so that you can go back and not just to check things off, which is very important too, so that you can see that you're actually making changes. But it's good to visually see what ideas and things you have, because obviously you can't remember everything that comes, in your head, especially if you're like me. Everything is just going so fast, all the time with me. So I have to write things down, and I like to go back and see what it is that I had and maybe what I can, change up or add to. And it just makes you keep track of, yourself or what it is that you're doing. So that's very a true sign. People, type things up all the time or put them in their phone, which is great because I do that as well. But it's not the same as you actually going and physically seeing your own terrible handwriting like mine. Actually putting things down, on paper and going back and looking at things. And it's just really helpful. Having, a calendar as well in front of you, not just writing stuff down, but actually having things organized. When your desk and everything, is in order, your house is in order, you can actually concentrate better. You can actually focus when things are neat. If you come home and your house is all tore up and all that stuff, it can actually affect you, the rest of, the day or whatever that is that you have planned, because now you got to sit there like, I got to clean up and do all that. Try to keep things in order, clean up here and there and stuff, so that when you are ready to sit down and try to do, work, you can actually just focus just on the work and not looking at all the stuff, clothes laid down on the floor. All that can affect you, making you feel like you're a messy person, and you don't want to be looking at mess, because then it starts affecting you. I think Takia probably knows what it is that I'm trying to explain. Takia says, sometimes I have a thought and I keep my book right next to me while I'm asleep, just in case. Yes. And I actually might have to start doing that too, because I'll write these down, sporadically, but I need to do it, I think, on a constant basis, because my mind, like right now, is just racing, because I'm always thinking of something, and I'm always saying, okay, what can I do to improve on what I did, last week, or even what I did last night, because that's what it is. Every day, like I said, every day is really a first new day. So you can see things like that. And I think if people start thinking that way, they won't be so down and out, so depressed about what happened to them, the day before. A lot of times we carry all these feelings, from last week, last month, last year into the new day. And then, we get up, you go into work, you're all sad and depressed, and you're thinking about all these things, and it's not good. And I know we all have, things that happen to us, but we can't carry all that baggage and all those, hurtful feelings with us going into new ventures. If you're going into a new journey, a new job, you can't be thinking about all the negative that happened at the past job, because now you're carrying all that mess into the new job, and these people ain't even have nothing to do with it. It's just like a relationship. The new person ain't had nothing to do with what the old person did to you, when you sitting up there carrying all that mess. But he done did this to me, he done did all that, he done, all that mess gotta go, y'all. What's up, Dave? What's up? MJ says, during my jobs, I always wrote to-do lists every day. It always helped me to keep organized. Yes, the kid, it's crazy, y'all. Like, people be carrying stuff from 10 years ago. And it's like, you talking to them, you like, well, why are you upset? And it's like, they'll actually bring up something that happened 10 years ago. And I'm sitting there like, I can't even remember necessarily what I just ate, this morning. You up there talking about, a situation that happened 10 years ago. I'm like, this person is not even thinking about this no more. The person you was fussing with, or your ex or whoever, they're not even thinking about you. They're on to, something else. They're on to other things. You sitting up there letting what this person did to you 10 years ago carry and affect all what you're doing now. And that's not good. And I understand people say, your past, shapes your present and all that. Yes. You're not going to forget everything, that happened to you, good or bad. But just don't let it come into your daily life where it's messing you up. Because you can have something good going on, whether it's a relationship or, a new job or a new business. And you don't want everything negative from the past that happened to be coming into, your future. Yes, Takia, stressing your life out, girl, bye. People, this is something I learned now, not to over worry myself, or, it's going to always be something you worry about, but I learned not to worry about things that you can't fix. So, if you're in a situation, it's something that you can't fix right then, there's no need for you to be sitting up there worrying every night. Like, it just is what it is. The only thing you can do is look at what you have to do to fix the problem. Look at, as they say, the solution. That's all you can do. There are some things that you just have no control over. So you actually have to, people are texting me. Y'all know I'm in a You just can't let, that's the bottom line. You just can't let all these things from, the past affect with what's going on with you today. And I know I'm just saying it like that's, it's super, easy to listen to that advice, but it's really a true sign, not stressing yourself out and worrying yourself so much, worrying about what happened before. Like, before was before. It's not right now. So that's what we have to start thinking about, what we got going on now in the present, and stop stressing so much about what happened before. Takia said, listen, your past does shape your present. However, the past should build you for what leads to your greatness in the future. Go ahead, child. Yes. And I definitely agree with that. It's just that people always just focus so much on the past, and it's like they're just letting the present just go by because they're so focused on what happened before. MJ says, think of the serenity prayer. Yes, I definitely love that one. Takia says, well, here's the life coach who can help y'all with that. www.takiadiamond.com. Yes, you guys, again, can check her out. You can also check out her website as well, povertytoprofit.org, I believe, right? So she has that on my under my video as well, the link to that. Please, again, check her out. She is, a great life coach to help you guys. And I think that we all have things, no matter how old or whatever our experiences, have things that we can improve on and work on in our lives, whether it's your first day or your 100th day or your 1000th day at whatever it is that you're doing. But I also feel like we're always going to have a new first. You could be at a company for 10 years and get let go, and then you're starting over again. So there's always going to be a first that comes into your life, and you have to be in that position and willing to embrace everything that's coming. You know, a lot of people I know hate change. I'm the same way, depending on, you know, what it is. I don't like certain things to change, but because of what's going on in the world, I'm just open. You know, right now you have to be able to be open to different things going on. Takia said, that's right. Even I have a coach. Yes, yes, yes. We all need somebody there, you know, be it a coach or just some type of support system, someone there to help mentor us, to help motivate us, whether, you know, it's your friends, you know, life coaches, you know, pastors, whoever it is that you have. We all need somebody that's going to help guide us when we start to get off track, because that's going to happen in life. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, there's definitely going to be days where you're just feeling like, okay, this is not right. I had a talk last night with my mom. My mom was, you know, trying to, you know, encourage me again, you know, telling me, okay, I'm supporting you in your media. I'm going to be here, you know, for you as you do this. So it does help. You know, of course, I know my mom will always be, you know, a support system. I already know that. But it's nice to hear her, you know, also say, you know, when I was talking to her about, you know, oh, this is, you know, what I'm doing as far as media, journalist, she was reminding me, you know, how my aunt was a journalist and all the things that she did. So it did help to, you know, it does help to have someone come out and say they are, you know, supporting you. Because like I said, as an entrepreneur, you are going to have days where you're just feeling down and feeling like, this is not right. You know, you feel like things are not going the right way. But again, like I said, you got to have patience. Always feel like, you know, you can still do something as long as, you know, you have the drive to do it. And that's very important. If you have the passion to do something and you believe that you can do it, I don't care what nobody else tells you. If you see it, you can achieve it. You know, I know that's cheesy as hell, but it's a true sign. You actually have to see yourself doing something. And I've learned that personally. If you can see yourself accomplishing something, you know, especially on that first day, you know, first day of class, first day, you know, of college and things, it may seem like, damn, I got to go 2 years, I got to go 4 years, I got to go 8 years. If you can see yourself, you know, on that stage, you know, walking with that degree, it can happen. You just have to see it happening. And you can't let other people out here be trying to mess you up, telling you that, oh, you got all these things going on. You ain't smart enough. You're not attractive enough. You don't have all these different things going on. You don't have a car. People just want to make, just because they can't do something, people look at you and want to tell you that you can't do something. So don't listen to these people out here, because people will mess you up, because if they can't see it for themselves, they don't believe it's possible for somebody else. And people really, you know, even friends sometimes, you know, that's why you really got to be careful, you know, who you do have, you know, around you. You got to have the right friends and family. Yes, family as well. People around you who are actually going to be there and support you. People who have done things themselves. People who actually want to see the next person do well. Like, you know, this, y'all already know. Takia said, I think I'm going to do something free for your community. I'll do a 30-minute presentation on how to create day and reality. What's up? Thank you, Takia. Lord, I'm getting all twisted up. I gotta drink my little water. What's up, Push Prod? What's up? What's up? Thank you. It's my boy from college days. I'm not going to say how long ago, maybe about 6 months. Yes, Takia, we will. I appreciate you coming on. I just be on here trying to, you know, motivate people. You know, excuse me, I'm getting twisted again. I don't like when people get themselves, you know, so stressed out and worried and things, and they just don't work on anything because they're so stuck, you know, on, like I said, what happened in the past and things that they don't feel like they can move, you know, forward. And as I posted, I think the other day, that your best teacher is your last mistake. And that's very, very true. Yeah, we have to start appreciating our mistakes in life instead of looking at them as negatives all the time. You know, you're that one mistake that you made can actually teach you a big lesson later on in life. And then, of course, as you learn, that helps the next person, because whenever you go through something, it's always a good thing to share that knowledge with somebody. You don't always have to share the positive things. Yes, share your successes. Let people know what you did right to get to where, you know, you're at. But also let them know what you did wrong, because you don't want them going out and repeating the same mistakes again if you already did it. So it pays to go and actually tell somebody like, nah, you don't want to go that route, because I did that, and you know, we're doing similar things, and I can tell you right now, it cost me, you know, $10,000. So if I could go back and get that $10,000 back, I would. So it pays to, you know, let the next person know, not just your successes, but your mistakes as well, because your mistakes is, you know, how you learn. You know, you don't really learn nothing much if you don't, you know, make mistakes along the way. Takia said that's a fact, and forgive yourself. Y'all forgive others, but forgive you. Yes, sister. Hey, what's up, Javon? Gia says, hey, Auntie. Javon says it's a part of your journey. Yeah, it definitely is. And I think people are starting to learn that now, that mistakes are not necessarily something to just dwell on. There are things that you should actually take upon yourself and use, you know, to your advantage. And that's what I'm doing, because Lord knows I have a list. This is my list of shows, but I have a list of, you know, mistakes and things. And I don't like to use the word regrets, because I don't like that. Whenever I think about regrets, I think about all my exes, and I don't want to think about their ass. So, so I don't say I have regrets, but I will say, you know, I do have mistakes, but we all have that. Every single person, every adult out here, you know, has mistakes. It's just a matter of learning from them. And some of us have to make the same mistake multiple times. You know, I'm one of those people where sometimes I got to do the same thing, you know, relationships, whatever, career, whatever you want to call it, 2 or 3, 4 times sometimes, until it starts to click. Like, all right, maybe I need to switch up. Maybe I need to start dating somebody else. So it can take some of us some time, I must admit. But the point is just getting there. So that's all you can do. Takia says, oh, heck yeah, I've used so much money on training to be able to teach you guys, LOL, and it sure wasn't cheap. Yeah, when you're trying to do something, you always got to spend some type of money. But I'm in this position now where I'm learning and being told by others how to get other people money. I think that's another lesson. A lot of us, you know, as entrepreneurs, we go broke all the time, or what my friend called emotionally in debt, because we're trying to build this brand, our brand up, and we have all these goals, and so we're all going in debt. And yes, it's true, you do have to, you know, pay, you know, for your own dream. If you have a goal, nobody else is going to do it for you. So sometimes, you know, you do have to put some type of money into your dreams. You can't sit there and not necessarily spend no money. But I'm learning now that you don't want to go into debt either, you know, trying to fulfill something. It pays nowadays to, you know, to network and meet, you know, these investors and people of that nature who can actually help fund your goals, your programs, and things like that. So nowadays, you know, you really have to try to learn, and I'm doing this myself, try to learn different, you know, resources to help you fulfill what it is that you need to do, because it can be really hard on somebody if you're out here and you're working and you're so focused on trying to, you know, pay your bills, you know, pay your rent and all your bills and things. Yet in the same side of the token, you're thinking like, okay, how am I going to fund my business? And that's what messes up a lot of entrepreneurs, because they don't have the money right there to do things. So instead of going and finding out other ways to make money, they just don't do nothing, because people, you know, they just say, I ain't got no money, I can't afford to go after my dream. So then you just stay stuck working, you know, at this job that you don't even want to be at. So it's, you know, it's really a tough, you know, sacrifice, you know, when you're an entrepreneur or your goal is to work for yourself, to be self-employed at some point, which is mine. So it's tough. So I'm sitting here learning a lot myself. You know, there are things, you know, as loans and grants. And like I said, you know, angel investors, there's people out here who actually want to help you. And it's just a matter of finding them. And, you know, you have to, you know, promote yourself more, you know, put things out there so that people can actually see you and know what, you know, what it is that you're about, what it is that you're doing, because you could be surprised. And I might be surprised. One day somebody might be like, you know, I got some money for you, or I have this platform, you know, for you to help you, so you don't have to put so much of your own money into it. And like I said, you know, when you're going after your own dream, of course you have to put some of your own money. It's that whole blood, sweat, and tears situation. You got to put some of your own money in it, but it's just finding different ways to get that money so that it's not coming out of your weekly or your bi-weekly check. That's the issue a lot of people are facing, because we, you know, if you're working out here, all your money is going towards making sure you have a roof over your head, that you have food in your stomach. Y'all know I love to eat. Javon knows that. I always love to eat all the time. So I was like, I have to make sure I have money for that. So it's just like you have that, and then you have your money for for emergencies, and yeah, I know how that goes. But then it's like, okay, but where's the money now? As Javon's saying, always invest in yourself. That's the struggle. People are trying to find ways to take out money from the little bit of money they got. They're trying to take a little bit and put that. Yes, I am, Javon. They're trying to take a little bit of that money and put. And it's good. No matter what amount you put to the side for your business, you should. Even if it's just $10 on each check. At least you're doing something. But the idea is, I'm saying, don't sit there and go broke either. Trying to do something. Trying to find other ways to help get around it until you get to that level. And of course, naturally, what happens is after you became, famous, that's when everybody starts throwing money at you and stuff. You're like, well, where was y'all at when, I was out there struggling, trying to make my way, So that's just how it is. People just want to come. People will help you after you already, gotten to a certain level. After you already got money, you're like, I don't need your money now, but don't ever turn down money. Qadriyyah says you don't have to think about the past unless it's correcting your future. Yes. It's not here anymore. We think back only because we have ingrained memories. Let me see what she got. The key is to upgrade your MOS, mental operating system. You can't download Apple software into a Dell. It's not compatible. So you have to upgrade your mentality and shift your vibration in order to see something different. You can't focus on the hurtful past and expect your future to be altered. Yes, sister. Yes, that's right. Yes. I love when someone, comes on and lets us know the deal. I appreciate everybody that's still coming on now. Anybody else can share their thought. What's up, cuz? Little cuz. What's up? She said, Laura, oh Laura, what's the topic today? I've been waiting for that. Girl, where you been at? We've been on here just, me just up here motivating and people just sharing, their thoughts on, or advice on your first day for anyone, whether it's you or just someone else, your first day of school, your first, day at a new job or starting a new business, just giving advice. But we've been going off talking about, different things. We started off talking about that, but now we're just talking about just, life, in general, and your past, and as Qadriyyah said, your mental operating system. So we just been sharing just different thoughts because it's always good, to try to be positive in this world. Javon says, align yourself with the universe. Money is energy. Connect with that energy. Money is unlimited. Yes, sir. I definitely agree with Mr. Javon, Dr. Love Jones. Yeah, I definitely agree that money is definitely energy because it is a type of currency. Just like, electric currency that you have, running all of your electronics at home. It's the same type of, not the same, but yeah, I know what I mean. So I just been really, really blessed. Like I said, today was my first at this new job. So I'm just going to see how all of that goes. It was a good day. I'm just not used to, the hours and dealing with, the traffic and things like that. But I'm sure, once I set a certain schedule, at home, I'm going to have to go to bed early now, 10 o'clock or something. Lord. So I have to set my schedule and make sure I actually stick to it and rest. Qadriyyah says, Qadriyyah has very smart friends. Yes, I definitely do. Because, and this is important. I'm really glad to have smart friends because you need people who are actually going to be wise enough to tell you things and be able to give you the right sound advice that you need at that particular moment. So, sometimes somebody could tell you something and it's not going to benefit you because you're not ready to hear it either. So you got to be open to listening and taking in what somebody else, is sharing with you. Javon said, I'm the smartest. I don't know if she said all that now. So she said smart friend. Now she didn't distinguish, who was the smartest. I actually think within myself that's me. So I would just, let me go on because I ain't going to be all like that. But yes, Javon, we'll just say for now that you're the smartest of my friends. So we'll just keep it like that. The reason I don't know about all that. Oh, sure. But like I said, I'm feeling good always be encouraging, you know, especially your first day at starting something. Always, you know, go in, you know, thinking that, you know, you're going to be, like we said earlier, an asset to a company. Know that you are a valuable asset to whatever company you're working for. You always have to know that. Don't think that you're just a number. But if you're out here, you're trying to be an entrepreneur, you got to, you know, work. You got to get it, you know, get it together. You know, it's great working, you know, for someone else, but just do that until you can get to where you want to go. And that's where I'm at right now in life. You know, I'm just trying to get my money, you know, all different ways. But my goal is not to, you know, work for anybody. I don't care if it's a black man, a white man, whatever. My goal is not to do that. My goal is to do my own thing, work for Qadriyyah. So that is definitely something I'm, you know, working on. I feel like God is on my side. I have smart friends, as the kid said. And I don't know about who the smartest is yet. I haven't determined that yet. But I do have smart friends who are there to support me as I'm there to support them as well. And that's what we need to do, especially within the black community. Be able to support one another, because we need that. Now, if he says maybe I'm just childish, but even in the workplace, I'm silly, and my personality makes people want to be around me more, but I still have to keep professional. Yeah, and that's how you should be. You should be yourself. You know, a lot of people be trying to act like they're something different when they get to work. And you do need to be yourself. Because I'm, you know, silly and stuff too. You know, I like to laugh and be goofy and all that stuff. And you just have to learn, you know, what to do and what not to do, you know, within, you know, the workplace, professional environment. But don't be all, you know, stuck up and all that mean, all that shit. Especially if it's not you. Don't be just doing that because you're, you know, you're trying to put up a certain, you know, front or image. Just be your regular, you know, self. And, you know, people will love that about you. So, well, I'm about to sign off because I'm a cook and then get my clothes and whatnot ready for tomorrow so that I'm not trying to rush and get, you know, how that is when you go to work. 'Cause tomorrow's only my second day, so I got to be on my toes again tomorrow. But I had a great day, so I'm just going to get myself together, feed my cat and whatnot, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you guys. I appreciate everybody, you know, for coming on tonight. Share and again, check out Takia's websites. If anybody else have any websites they want to share, please feel free to share that as well. Share the video as well, you guys. You know, I really appreciate that, you know, type of support, because like I said, I'm always here trying to, you know, motivate others as I'm trying to motivate myself as well. Sometimes when I'm talking to you guys, I'm sitting up there telling you guys stuff, and I'm learning, listening to my own self, you know, advice that I need to take as well. So again, you guys have a blessed Monday night. I hope you guys are going to enjoy, you know, whatever it is you're about to eat. If you didn't eat, you know,